In this video, I'm going to be testing 5 different styles of anchors in brick, not necessarily to show which one is best at gripping power, but to give you an idea which one is going to work best in your project by pulling straight out to see what the raw holding power of the different styles of these anchors is. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive right in. All right, so first up is this triple grip right here. Comes with this plastic insert and a screw. Not very impressive, but it's probably good for hanging up small stuff like a shelf, something like that. Let's see what it does. Looked like about 75 pounds before it started to pull loose. Not too bad. All right, next we have this toggler alligator. It's very similar to the last one, but I have a feeling this one is going to perform a lot better. So let's see what happens. Wow, that was over 350 pounds. Now those are about $9.48 for a 20-pack compared to about $15.98 for a 70-pack for the triple grip. But it depends on your application. You may not need that extra strength, so why spend the extra money? Get the cheaper ones, it'll work fine. All right, so next up I'm gonna try some ordinary Tapcon screws in this brick. And if this goes the way I think it's gonna go, I'm gonna tell you on the other side why you shouldn't use Tapcons in brick. Yep, that went exactly as I expected. Tapcon screws don't work very well in brick, at least the ones for concrete. I'm sure Tapcon has some that do work well in brick, but the regular ones that say concrete on the package, they strip out too easy in brick, and that's what you get right there. I've tried this before. Oh, let's use some Tapcons. They don't work on brick. They're really for concrete. So next up is the Titan HD by Simpson Strong Tie. This is a pretty similar looking screw to a Tapcon, but it's a little bit beefier design, so I'm curious to see how this one is gonna do. These are about $20 for a 20-pack, or about $2 each if you wanna buy them by the one. So I've thrown a little blanket down here for safety in case that thing decides to send a bunch of fragments towards my face. We don't want that. So let's see what it does. Well, my scale only goes to 660 and I saw 680 there on the peak, so it's holding very well, way better than the Tapcon. So we're gonna call this one good. They're a little bit on the expensive side, but pretty good if you want something powerful. All right, so last but certainly not least is this sleeve bolt right here. Now this style right here is probably my personal favorite type of anchor. It works like a Chinese finger trap. The harder you pull on this thing, the harder that ball is going to expand inside the hole, and it's going to make it really difficult to pull out of there. I suspect that this little baby one is going to max out my scale as well with no problem, but we're going to find that out. You do probably want to use this in solid concrete or solid brick. The way that this works is the ball is way down here, and if the concrete is not at least that thick, it's going to expand into the hollow part, and the nut is not really going to get that tight, so keep that in mind. All right, so let's see what this puppy's gonna do. All right, so sure enough, it did max out the scale. I don't even think it was a problem. So that works very well. All right, so I hope this video has given you some ideas about what kind of anchors you might want to use for your different kind of projects. All right, thanks for watching.